And we're back. Apparently
H2O.
it's trying to connect to the server still. It's that Splatoon.
That was a good time to take a quick then.
Yeah.
I see in the chat there, though, that Steven mentions the Blast Corps comic in Nintendo Power. I remember reading, like, the first one or two, because I had Nintendo Power up just a little bit into the N64 era, but I stopped getting it because either our subscription just ran out, or it was just one of those things that wasn't... I felt like Nintendo Power kind of took, like, a weird turn.
Yeah.
It was like...
The magazines start to feel, to me, like, they start to feel cheaper. Like, they didn't feel as solid as, when in, like, the older ones from the Super Nintendo era, there was, like, almost like a book quality to it.
There's a lot more to it. I found it was when they started having, like, it felt more like other magazines like EGM or, like, PC Gamer and shit like that, where it's like you get full-page ads and stuff, and it's like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe just because of the fact that they didn't have that before. If that was a thing they always had, it wouldn't have been a thing.
I don't remember the ads in particular jumping out at me. Maybe. But what stands out to me, though, is, like, they really, like, laid on, like, the gloss for the cover. It was, like, a different type of paper quality. They didn't have comics in it as much.
Yep.
They really, like, tapered those off. The reviews got kind of watered down into these little, like...
They were just,
It was, like...
phoned in, just...
Man, we're having a hard time getting online, apparently.
kind of just bang out the review, get it out there, and so that it's done for the magazine.
Yeah, they had, like, that weird... It was, like, a speedometer review thing that they brought in.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And
it's...
Okay, we're apparently fighting the Tony twins.
Tony.
Kind of looks like Aaron.
It does,
from Big
actually.
Bumps.
It's the hair.
Yeah, it's the hair. But no, see, I liked it when they had the comics. There was more variety to it.
I like the comics, and
particularly the Zelda one and the Mario World
I
one.
loved the Mario comics. I still have the I still have all my Nintendo Power comics in a big chest in my attic. I was looking through them recently. I opened it back to the one, and it was talking about Mario versus Wario.
Oh, Gandalf.
A game that we never actually got.
Yeah, I
remember
remember
it was
that.
based on that, and so I remember it being strange. I was like, well, what is this supposed to be referencing? Like, why is, like, Wario inviting Mario to a party, and this was before Mario Party.
Yeah,
so, like, that concept hadn't even really been
introduced.
Right? I think Mario Kart was around, but it was never really a thing where it was like,
they're
all kind of buddies on the weekends, and
I
they
don't
have
think
fun.
Wario was even playable in, like, Mario Kart until the 64 one, so that would have been even before.
No, I just mean, like, in, like, the party aspect of all of the characters
being
like
in one,
being buddies and like, hey dudes, let's get together and go karting. It's like, I hate you, remember?
Yeah.
I kidnapped your girlfriend last week, and you're like, it's all cool, bro. No big deal. She's coming with too. He's like, okay. I don't know if this is a trap. Normally the hero isn't so dumb.
Oh, that was a good grab on Gandalf. That was really, really slick on Gandalf's part.
He's got the skills. But I got the better skills!
Yeah. Oh wow, I missed the grab because he briefly went off the ground. Later, Gandalf. Man, he's really nailing those. And those don't always work at high percent.
Oh, the grab?
Shit. The grab into the low kick.
Oh, okay.
You'll see him do that like every time because at low percents it always combos. At high percents it's pretty consistent still. It's just oh wow that was really sick. He's maybe laying into that a little hard, but
when it works, it works.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
Wrong way. I wasn't sure which way they were gonna go. I think we got this one in the bag. Ooh. I think we're good. We were kind of cleaning up there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one where Mary and Warrior were fighting. Actually, Skaz's.
By the Princess of
Steve's
Samusdal.
mentioning it right now.
I don't remember.
I remember that one. I remember that one because the Samusdal had like little it had like Kirby eyes and it was super cute. I was like, oh, that's adorable.
I don't really recall that.
There's a I really like the Mario World comic that they ran.
Yeah,
that
was really good.
That was just superb. Like that was like the first time I remember like looking at like the Mario Brothers thing and like actually having like Mario have like a character.
Yeah.
Outside of like the like
just the
cheesy
hero
American
like, save
cartoon.
the girl and save the princess trope type of
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mario had a like really interesting character and Luigi had a really interesting character. Peach had an interesting character.
Even Toad?
Yeah, even
They
Toad.
loved Toad.
Yeah. And they had
a few other characters that they were kind of like one-offs.
Yeah, they had
characters.
that salesman, the blonde salesman. I forget what his name was, but so
it was nice though because it gave a character of its own. It kind of had this own little thing. It was like, well, it's a Mario thing, but it's kind of just using Mario as a I don't want to say placeholder, but
no,
it's using it as a medium.
Yeah, it was one of those things that made the world feel thicker.
Yeah, it gave it that lore and that background that the games didn't provide by themselves.
Oh, shit. I was totally gonna follow up with the bat there.
I still remember, like, in my mind, I can always picture this one frame of one of the comics where, like, it was like it was the beginning of the haunted house one,
and Luigi's
like asking Yoshi, like, "Hey Yoshi, what's going on here? Like, where you go? What's going on?" And Yoshi's like pissed off. He's like, "What are you asking me for?" type of thing, and he spits the blue shell out, and so he loses his wings, and it's like, oh shit.
Oh wow, Lil Mac made it through that.
But it had, like, even just the animation style on it had that kind of classic, I don't want to say anime style, but, like if somebody got bombed in the head, they got the little knob on their head.
Yeah. It was
it's kind of classic cartoon
It was
stuff.
a little bit... You know what it reminds me of, too? And probably another reason why I got so attached to it was very Samurai Pizza Cats in the way it looked.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good way of it.
Yeah. Like, the art style is totally like Mario, but it was just, you know... This would have been a time, like, before I really knew what anime was, right? You know, so I'd be, like,
well, even at that time, in America, it might have been mostly, like, animes that... I don't even think Dragon Ball Z was really around.
Dragon Ball Z wasn't
Dragon Ball might have been around.
Dragon Ball would have been...
But Dragon Ball was not... It did not get attention, really. Like, not like Dragon Ball Z did.
No, not like Dragon Ball Z did. Not here, at least.
No. Sailor Moon had a big following. I remember watching it a lot, but that was probably really one of my first legit anime shows between it and Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
You cleaned up there.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of like stuff where it was like you were setting it up and I was just tapering it off.
You're stealing all my kills.
Yeah, and that's going to happen.
Say, look, I got no medals.
I need medals. I need one of these.
Fancy medal. You only need one. Don't get greedy.
Oh, that's an interesting fact. I didn't know that, Steve. The person who did the Zelda comic was the same person who did...
Kamen Rider?
Yeah.
Ah, that's awesome.
And Cyborg 09.
Go figure.
That's crazy.
That explains at least, like, the
quality of
the quality of it and the quality of the story, and that it's like, hey, this guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
This ain't his first rodeo.
Yeah. No, both of them... Actually, that's an interesting thing, too, is Japan's had, like, a long-running, like, Mario manga called Mario-kun.
Oh, okay.
And it's not the same artist who did the... Stinky. It's not the same artist who did the one in the Nintendo Power, but it's like little short comics, like the little Koma comics, the 4-panel ones.
Yeah.
But with Mario.
Okay,
another Little Mac. And Samus could be an interesting team.
Oh. That just might mean Cape reflecting.
Ooh. Kinda ate that. Ooh, wow, these two are really on fire. They definitely know what they're doing.
They do.
Ooh, that's weird. Go on.
My Little Mac.
Oh shit, that was unfortunate on my part. But I actually came back from it, so... Yeah. That's pretty for sure. Yeah, they're really...
I just don't understand why, like, I do the up B, and yeah, sometimes he goes the wrong direction, but the range on grabbing the ledge shouldn't be so extreme like that.
I know what you mean. It should autocorrect better for Mario and Peach and other characters that...
Well, it's just the fact that it's so critical, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you go in one direction or the other, it could mean life or death.
Ooh.
Yeah, right, Peach also with her umbrella. To
There we go.
To make a slight lesser extent, just because she has that floatiness.
That Little Mac knows.
Oh, he countered, but he didn't hit me, because it was kind of in the air and he kind of went over me.
This Little Mac likes to do... This is a good example of somebody who likes to run.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, you see him doing that, like, punch into the ground. That is a good example of somebody you could probably bait into doing that. There. But, he didn't make it back. Oh. Okay, just
Turn
hang
on
in,
the light
hang in.
switch.
Oh, shit. Yeah. It's looking sketchy, guys. Just survive. I don't know if we won that, but I think we...
Maybe barely.
Yeah. But that's a good example of a team that was very good, but we kind of handled it in a tactful manner.
You kind of have to...
We weren't going in super hard. We weren't, like, pushing it too hard, but we were taking advantage of the openings. Definitely watch that Little Mac, though, because he likes to run in and just punch, and that's a good thing to just shield and grab.
See, I always get confused with that, because I know when he does the counter, it looks like the same thing. Like, well, when he does the counter, the punch... Like, the counter...
Yeah.
The counter stance and the punch that comes after it.
Yeah.
It looks like that same kind of downward swing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And so when he does that, I'm just almost thinking like, oh, he's just finished a counter.
Well, the thing is, like, if you just do shield and grab, it's still a good answer to that.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of those things. It's getting an eye for it. And to be fair, it is hard with Little Mac because he's so fast on the ground, right?
True.
It's like, you know, he's this far away from you and he covers the distance like that, you know?
Yep.
Oh, we'll have to switch tags here.
There's crazy names that don't stay.
Okay, that guy probably plays Dark Pit, because that's...
Pit 2!
Yeah, that's Dark Pit's nickname.
Oh,
So,
makes sense.
yeah, Pit 2.
Could have spelled the right 2.
In the dialogue in the game, actually, I think spell it that way.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's the... Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right!
Go figure.
Yeah.
And Luigi's in oh no, that's HTC. I think it is. HTC is like a phone thing. Whoa, this is... It's not good.
Yeah.
I noticed it as I was jumping and trying to do attacks against Luigi. I was like, whoa, this feels delayed.
It's taking... It has moments, but it's not great.
Have to play it carefully.
Yeah. Nice, you actually saved me there. Ooh. Ooh. Let's get on Luigi's part. Oh, Luigi Rocket. Oh. Ooh. Luigi's pretty good at the tornado landing that. Oh shit, I went for a grab just as he kicked. Ooh, man. Yeah, really good. Really spot on with the tornado. Okay, Dark Pit doesn't really seem to be consistent. Okay, he did there, so that's good. Ooh,
Love how I used a fireball on him and it's just like, oh no, Luigi Tornado cancels out it. It's like, oh, yeah, okay.
The lag. It's so real. My PK Thunder just on the other side of the screen, just flying away.
Oh, it's so bad.
It is something that... Oh, shit. I want to say, like, potentially, I shouldn't probably be streaming while we're playing online, obviously. But I have really good internet here.
It's not going to affect it too bad.
It's not actually going to affect it too bad.
Because we've had matches before and
yeah,
it's fine.
it's completely fine. The thing is yeah, that
I didn't think so.
yeah, it was kind of a rough one. Just that's a good example of like a team that isn't necessarily gonna. I don't think they got many KOs there. See, they didn't get many KOs, but they were sticking so solidly to the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We couldn't land anything really solid. Sometimes playing kind of elusive pays off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a strategy.
There's a layer of like keep away to it because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I need to hit him, but I can't hit them.
There is that. Oh, he
Definitely.
changed his name to Green Fire.
Oh, I didn't catch that. What was it?
It's Green Fire.
Oh,
Because it's
Luigi.
Luigi.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. But yeah, the internet here is pretty good.
No, yeah. I mean,
It's-
like we had other games before that
yeah.
are fine, and it's
Yeah.
not like you're
Yeah.
changing. Oh,
Right, I kind of forgot that they had a bad connection. Even
It was
though we
fine
were
in the beginning, though.
Yeah.
That's the weird thing. Like, sometimes we'll have games that are good starting out, and then they kind of go to shit. But does Dark Knight have a counter?
He has the shield.
The shield, but it's a
Shielding.
reflecting.
It's
thing,
a
I thought.
reflecting thing. It doesn't counter, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
The other tricky part is the fist thing that he does.
Right.
It will reflect too. Which is... I don't know why they felt the need to give it that. That's a little bizarre to me. But
Especially since it's a rushing attack.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, hey, let's give this offensive move defensive capabilities.
I think the thing that gets me though is it's the fact that he already has a really like definitive reflecting move.
Well, that's sure, yeah. The fact that he has two then is just
Yeah, just
even more so of
yeah.
like, really?
yeah.
Why you do that? What you thinking?
Ooh. Man. This is like the perfect example of a team that's just really slippery.
Well,
And to be fair, the lag really isn't helping this situation.
it's so intermittent that it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
and I mean, just be trying to do something like hit by a friggin' arrow.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll get into this after this one, because this is really bad.
Ugh.
Oh. I have 20... I had 0% Luigi. That's not gonna work. Man, this is really bad. Ooh, there we go.
Ugh. Like that.
Ooh. That paid off in the long run. Just stay alive. There we go. It was good work at the end there, just staying alive.
Oh!
Oh, I missed that. Oh, what? Oh, wow, I couldn't believe I missed that. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That was so close.
That tornado.
Yeah. That was pretty spot on, though. That's like... They could have hit me with anything there, it just happened to be the tornado.
That's what he used on me too,
Yeah.
because it's
It's
a
pretty
good
solid.
move, I guess.
Yeah. It's one of those things that, like, when a lot of people complain about, like, Mario, it's that he doesn't have his Cyclone anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good move.
it's good. It worked out.
We'll get away from
Better than his
Yeah.
flood.
Get it.
The flood's okay when it's the supercharged one.
Yeah, the
but
supercharged one actually I think makes a difference because it actually feels substantial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the regular one, it's like, it's.
It's alright. It's not great.
I just don't feel like it's. I don't bother charging it. I don't take the time to charge it because it's just like it's
just
not.
yeah. The payout's not there.
You could you could edge guard sort of with it, just
But
the same way with the charged one, but it's not quite as
Yeah.
much.
It does
Quite as much oomph to it.
Yeah. Yeah. The payout isn't nearly as high. So,
Pretty much.
yeah. But yeah. Okay.
Shori Ram. Chris and Dominic. And they got antenna apparently.
Yeah. it's supposed to be. No idea.
It's a Bugman.
Bugman. Oh yeah, it was apparently there's a amiibo, Splatoon amiibo heist.
So people like
took a whole truck of them.
Okay, so it's just like what was the other thing where like was it for a Call of Duty game? There's something where people like I think it was for Black Ops or something, and like people like broke into a van at like a delivery truck,
yeah,
and they robbed the truck, and they got early copies. And it's like, you guys are stupid. Like, what are you doing? Robbing a truck for a video game? Like, you can't wait just 2 more days.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
And Splatoon comes out like literally 2 more days. So
right?
it's like, yeah, what are you doing?
It's like, is it really that worth it? I mean, it could be the best game in the world. It's still not worth robbing a truck over.
Oh, man. These two are actually really good.
The DK is pretty good.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the connection, at least.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with that. Oh,
yeah.
I still technically spiked Jigglypuff because he hit me and he just spun right down straight into the pit.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So he might have killed me.
Connection's a little bit.
I saw it just
here.
Go there a bit.
Ooh.
Jigglypuff got angry.
Ooh, jeez.
He got salt in his eyes.
Wow. Okay. This is a good team to potentially, or well, DK's a good one to try and edge guard.
Yeah. Take all of mine.
Nice one.
I'm gonna keep taking your money.
There we go. Get rid of you. I like the synergy they have on their team, though.
It's good.
It's working well, and I like the fact that they're the color coordinated.
Yeah.
This makes this team for me.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that
would hurt me.
Okay. Jigglypuff still want to take out. There we go. Okay, survive. Woo!
Look at
Jigglypuff.
He's just like
so chill.
He's like, I'm alright. I might have lost, but oh well. Jigglypuff's pretty relaxed. I mean,
yeah, pretty chill.
He's got that sun hat.
Yeah. Good Jigglypuff.
Did the job.
Yeah.
I still think this spike. I went for this spike. He rolled and he just went perfectly straight and just barely missed the edge of the platform.
Oh my god.
He was probably like, oh no!
How could this happen?
Air control, come on.
Air control.
I guess Jigglypuff doesn't have air control after she hits with the roll.
Yeah, she's completely dead. Oh, completely different team. Okay. Yoshi's pretty good. DDD's not great, but watch him, because if he lands that forward smash, that's pretty much a KO at anything above 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you're throwing somebody.
Then you're just invincible.
Yeah. Ooh.
Or you just shield it at the right time.
Oh,
Gordo.
Remember, you can hit the Gordo's back. You could probably use your fireballs to do it very easily. Yeah.
Does this not have music?
It does normally, but it's...
it's very quiet. It's barely.
Yeah.
Really could not hear it.
It's interesting. Ooh, I really wanted that. He's gonna punish, though, on Chris's part. Oh, it just caught me with it.
Oh, no.
I kind of got the momentum here of... A good way to look at it, too, is when you're in, like, the 100-plus range, that, like, just... Like, even playing a good runaway game at that percent is running it down for them. They have to, they have to move in for it.
True.
Ooh, shit. It was a good hit.
There we go.
Them combos. watch them because they are getting close to... Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Did that take out Yoshi?
Almost. There we go.
Nice one. Okay. Try and last here. Because we're down to 6 seconds.
Spike him down.
Yeah, just last. Nice.
Poof. Make them think they killed me.
Yeah. Oh.
And boom, you're wrong.
Boom.
Mario fist to the face.
Yeah. Good one. A lot of KOs. Good job.
I did the trick. I did the spiking.
You did the thing.
I got one spike. I could have had 2.
Yeah. We'll get them another shot here.
Yeah, the
connection's
not bad.
It's
better than what some of the other ones have been.
Yeah. And the fact that they're changing characters is good because
it
gives us variety.
Yeah.
It gives us variety.
It's not to say that it's good to fight people that really know the characters and you have that.
Yeah. Some of it though is just like getting used to. It's like,
different
Yoshi does ground pound. What can I do? Fireball.
Well, even just like for example, like Greninja, I don't play a lot
fought
against.
You probably haven't fought too much.
Lucina, but she's just Marth basically.
Yeah.
And actually,
you haven't fought too much Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit Trainer,
Villager.
No. Villager barely, but not really.
Yeah.
Mega Man, just seeing the tooltip there.
Yeah, that's true. Haven't fought a lot of Mega Man. Mega Man's sort of like Duck Hunt. When you fight one, it's like, this is how this character plays.
That's how this is gonna go.
Yeah. Captain Falcon and Link. Okay.
Oh, it's Dark Link.
Oh, I thought it was again. Don't mind me. I don't know what my character looks like.
No. Oh, connection is spotty. In spots. Like that spot.
Oh wow, I amazed I didn't get Link there. Oh,
nice.
Tricks! Oh wow, I amazed I didn't get anybody there. Oh man, I forget what it's called. I think Raptor Booster.
His down kick?
No, the forward punch across the ground, where he does like the fast uppercut and boosts into it.
Oh, it's side B.
Yeah, side B.
Yeah.
Man, that thing is unusually strong in this game too.
Yeah, it was definitely weak in the other ones, so that's probably why they
buffed it
up.
Yeah. Ooh.
This connection's gone to shit.
Yeah, it's not
it was okay.
Yeah. It's not so great right now. Just survive. Just good. Play kind of conservatively. Oh wow.
Shoot one at you.
Oh, Link, you made a horrible mistake.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm just gonna try and like cheese it out here a little bit. I'll offer like offer backup support, but I'll probably. Oh shit! No, I overinvested. I was like, I think I can get the hit. Ooh, well, that makes up for dying. Whoa, gotta be careful with that. Okay, just try and hang in there.
Oh.
I'll keep him busy.
Nope, dead.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm still taunting, fuck you. Yeah. I taunted because I totally counted the kills. Knew we were gonna win.
Yeah. It felt
Obviously.
solid, yeah.
I would have still taunted if I knew we lost.
Taunt whether you win or lose.
Sore loser taunt.
Yeah. Alright, enough of this matchup.
Little laggy. It got out of hand there.
It got worse. It got worse with time.
Yeah.
They hit their bandwidth cap. 2 Smash Bros. Matches. By the third one, that was it.
Oh man.
Getting a lot of errors tonight.
Well, it's specifically ones that like says like couldn't connect to a partner.
Yeah.
They wouldn't accept your.
I get that. I feel like that might also just be like you're gonna enter a room and then they leave.
Oh, maybe.
It's like, yeah.
Just kind of then
ant.
a problem where it's like, oh, we couldn't find the dude that we thought was in this room.
Yeah. We both changed. There we go. Alright. If rare amiibos were a factor in that heist, then Nintendo needs to do something about the amiibo crisis.
Amiibos have always been kind of a problem, I feel like.
Yeah.
Even just since people were... There's even when I remember hearing with the concerted... I can't go figure, we just talking about her.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since the amiibo thing kind of hit, and when people were... Like, there was a dedicated effort to buying all the Rosalina amiibos. One dude, like, bought, like, I think it was like 100-some thousand, just so other people couldn't get them. That's why he bought a bunch of them. He was like, I don't...
Oh my god! That's Spikes! I had no idea.
Which move?
The soccer ball.
Oh.
When she slaps it down, if she hits you with her fist,
so it's like a volleyball spike.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, though.
That is cool. I had no idea that did that.
Makes sense.
It goes to show how much like I fight Wii Fit Trainer, right?
Yeah. I know I haven't fought her much, but apparently you haven't either.
Yeah. She doesn't come up too often. These two aren't bad. They're pretty good. Good job.
Yeah.
It was really good job.
Oh
yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised the soccer ball kind of gave her some oomph.
There we go. Oh shit, I missed that grab. Oh shit, I totally want a PSI magnet. Okay, I'm gonna run support here.
I didn't realize that she had a projectile.
Yeah, it's a soccer ball. Ooh,
well, what's the gold beam? That.
Oh yeah, that
ain't no soccer ball.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that Wii Fit trainer is supposed to have a power orb blast.
Yeah,
it's like
that's Salute the Sun. She's building up solar energy apparently. Fire!
She's not a warrior of the Sunlight Covenant. She's not Solaire's.
We don't know that.
I guess so.
We don't know. Her and Solaire might be tight.
Could be. She just took out the praise of sun though. When she does that,
I know she does. She totally does. Well, that was a weird match, but it was
different. I'll take it.
To be completely fair, I got caught off guard really bad by the fact that Spike.
Yeah.
I didn't know that spiked.
Go figure.
I wonder if Skaz in the chat knows that spikes, because he plays Wii Fit Trainer every so often.
Hmm.
He's never used the move like that though, so.
Well, who would, right?
Yeah.
Especially as a spike move.
Just so you know, like what Wii Fit Trainer has. She has the hula hoop, which is her recovery.
Yeah.
She has the soccer ball, which hits the soccer ball. Apparently spikes from her palm. The soccer ball just bounces as a single hit.
Yeah.
Salute the Sun, so she charges up the beam. It's basically the same as this charge shot. And then she has deep breathing, which it makes a circle around her, and she has to like press the button at the timing of the circle.
Yeah.
And it makes her like all round better, but only for like so much time.
Just a buff.
Yeah, yeah. Basically just a flat buff. Yeah.
Buff's is buff.
Yeah. Oh, switch to Peach. That's surprising because they're doing good with Wii Fit Trainer.
It's Team Peach Pit.
Yeah, Peach Pit. Ooh. Oh wow, really. Oh,
she's got a toad counter. Fungal counter.
Ooh. Oh shit, the reflect. I can't believe that won.
It reflected a physical attack?
It did.
That's stupid.
I get. Well, I don't know.
Or was it just like he took the damage?
It couldn't have reflected. It must have been super armor.
Wow.
Yeah. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Ooh.
I just love how good Pit still seems to be after I feel like he was still really good in Brawl. And I remember we always had a problem with him in our group because he was just the type of character. It was like he wouldn't ever die. He has really good damage potential.
This Pit does like the run-in charge.
Apparently they've made it so that his reflect shield is now double-sided. Why they decided to do that? I think strange.
It took you out with me.
That works out.
Yeah, that works out.
Take the trade.
This pit does like to run in though, so keep in mind the shield.
Yeah, see, why didn't I grab the edge there? I really just went whoosh right past it, and I went under the stage. I wasn't even doing an attack at the time. Oh, just edge grabbing seems way more finicky than it ever was.
Yeah.
Butt attack too.
Man, that pit's really unmarked with that. They must probably fight Ness quite often. Ooh. Ooh, hang it. Ooh. Let's try and get some KOs. Maybe. Yes, no.
No, it's just gonna hide out of the stage.
That's fine. I don't... No, they did win it. Okay, I'm surprised. I didn't know that either, Skaz. It was like a very definitive spike. It was very clear. I was like, whoa, that's very surprising. I'm surprised we lost that by as much as we did. That actually didn't feel that different to me.
The Peach didn't want to die.
Yeah, Peach really hung in there. And Peach can do that, so...
That's the thing with these timed matches that I kind of hate, is because of that, it's like...
And it's on...
Especially with a character like that, they can just like, oh, I can just float it here.
Yeah.
You can try to spike me, but I'll just move away a little bit and then spike you.
It's one of those things that, yeah. For Peach, hard to say if it would pay off just to go for, like, heavy spikes.
I would. I don't.
It's one of those things.
She'll just kind of...
On one hand, it's a quick way to potentially end her survivability, but yeah, I know. Oh, Game Watch. Okay, changing it up. That's good. Good on them. They know I have PK Fire at the start of each match. Unfortunately for them, I started on the outside, so I wasn't really close enough to get the bulk of it. Oh, big bucket. Yeah.
I was trying to reflect, but
that's okay. It happens. We both called buckets, so we knew it was coming, so. Ooh, right key.
It's stacking damage, though. Bam!
Ooh, nice. Oh! Was it? You got the...
I got both of them.
Oh!
I thought he...
I know. Don't worry. We got him. We got him. He's on tilt.
No. Game & Watch, why you pump me full of gas? Stop
there. Oh shit! You saved him. That's okay. He's almost out. There.
There. 220%.
Yeah. Ooh. Right. I gotta remember key. Ooh. Good juggle. Oh, juggling the fish tank. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he gets super armor on his side B, because I just up smashed him and then he went side B right through me.
Oh, that was sick with the chair to stop PK Fire. I don't think it was intentional.
No, he gathered multiple hits from the bucket from the continuous fire.
Oh, he can take it because he took it to his grave.
Yeah, took that. I'm surprised though that you could get multiple bucket fills from...
It makes sense, because it is a multi-hitting projectile, but yeah...
But the fire effect, the pillar, isn't a projectile anymore. The lightning bolt thing that you send out, the PK fire thing, that's the projectile, but once it's a fire pillar, you shouldn't be able to bucket that and get multiple things from it. Right? Like, you could get 3 bucket fills from that one fire pillar.
Actually, you know, it really begs the point, though. Oh, no!
That's dumb. He just used his arrow.
Yeah, I know, but did you see how close I was to grabbing Game & Watch? I was just, like, so close. If I had grabbed him, the arrow wouldn't have hit me, right?
Why does everybody else's arrow do nothing, and his range projectile, like, oh, you fly off the screen. Like,
it's 300%.
My fireballs don't do dick. They do nothing. They do less than nothing.
Okay.
They might save people. I don't know. It's just even like a projectile attack like that that's so fast, and you can even curve it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have knockback potential.
At 300%, I'm surprised it KO'd, I will say that.
Right.
I am surprised it KO'd.
At 300% knockback somewhat, okay, fair, but...
Yeah, that was a pretty slick one.
To one-hit KO.
Yeah. But to be fair, Ness...
I guess your PK Thunder does too, but...
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's
so fast.
It's control versus, like, speed, and that thing is fast, so...
Super fast.
Good thing you did maybe was Cape cape right out of the gate. Because if he was going to shoot...
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
To be completely fair, though...
The timing on it would be tricky, but you're right.
Yeah.
Well, even the cape, though, it has, like, that kind of weird, like...
Because the first
after effect, like,
yeah.
kind of, as the sweep is still happening, it has a bit of reflect
the thing to keep in mind, though, is, like, with a sudden death, it... Like, don't put much weight into it. No. You know, it's really just...
I know, that's what if that happened at the tournament? It's like, oh god, what do I do?
It probably won't ever happen at the tournament just because it's stock, and it's also time.
Oh, yeah, it won't.
Yeah, so,
the chance of it happening is much slimmer.
So we're fighting Matt and Matt Sis. Or wait, no, we're fighting Tyler and Matt Sis. Okay.
Yeah. It's not Tyler's sister, it's Matt's.
Okay.
I'm surprised why she didn't put her own name, like...
it's apparently...
it's like, who's Matt?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
It's like, oh, it's some guy.
The hammer was so straightforward, it confused me.
It was too obvious.
Exactly, that was the problem. Okay, this
show
does like to counter.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I was trying to do throws, and I was like, I can't even use a throw because I'm an idiot.
That wasn't too bad. 126%.
I couldn't even see there because Kirby's portrait got in my way.
Kirby, please, your portrait.
Because it zoomed out and it just covered me just enough.
Oh wow, from that range!
Death.
Oh wow. Yeah, Shulk is a weird character in this, just because he's so rangy. Well, I pointed this out at the end of the very first Smash tournament when me and Skaz in the chat, Darren.
Yeah.
We went into finals against Shulk and Yoshi.
Oh, okay.
And I pointed this out when I stopped because I recorded it. I streamed that event, right?
Right.
And there.
He's liking that air cutter.
Yeah. This is somebody.
So you streamed the event though.
Yeah, I streamed the event. Anyways, so I watched the footage back, and there's one moment there where you can clearly see Shulk hit both Ness and Kirby, like, within the width of just his one attack, and I was like, whoa, that is insane.
See ya.
Man, look at the size of the effects off that.
Shockwave, go.
Okay, Skaz says he can't KO off an arrow unless he charges it, so he has to actually hold it in. So
it's still lame. I'm not willing to relent on that. It's lame.
What is it? A cape out of the gate wouldn't be a good idea because Pit's probably gonna charge it for the instant KO. Right?
He's going for the charged arrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's one of those things. Yeah, but.
Ideally, what you could probably do is, in that situation, if you're right next to them, you could throw a fireball because it would interrupt their arrow charge, probably, and that would buy you enough time to kind of assess the situation of what they're doing next.
Well, the idea, though, is the fact that he's not using it as... it's only a 2v2 type of thing. Like, he's expecting the other person to distract you long enough, or...
Yeah.
I can just grab you, and just grab you and then arrowed.
Yeah.
That's
a mistake I make in sudden death a lot, which is I go for grabs, and that's not ideal.
Well, sometimes it's hard to know what to go for.
I figured playing these guys again would be a good idea, just because it's
terrible,
and the connection's all right, and
that's
also Shulk experience, which is kind of important.
That's what I was thinking too, because
it's not
from the sound. Well, even just from playing, not playing Shulk, but playing against Shulk.
Yeah.
I can tell, like, even just the way he kind of moves, everything, and all his way of attacking is
just getting used to his attacks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shit, that was close.
Shit, this Kirby really likes using stone.
Yeah, seems to like specials a lot. Done.
I grabbed him out of the stone, and so then you thundered him.
Yeah. Oh, that was weird.
Backstroke.
Backstroke.
What are you saying?
I think it's backslash, technically.
No, listen, he says backstroke. I'm like 90% certain.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to do it again now. I want to goad it out and hear it, because I'm positive. That sounds like backstroke to me.
Okay.
I don't know.
To be fair, as you said, he's a beachhead.
Yeah,
so.
he's got some beach theme going on. Backstroke. I don't know, because he kind of does it from the back. It could be backslash.
You know, and
it's a good down smash.
His
though,
up B, doggy paddle.
Doggy paddle. Tread water.
Oh my god! This is the best.
It's like, this dude's moveset is great.
Oh shit.
Oh, that was his counter.
I said that, yeah. Shulks is a weird counter because you're still kind of active during it. But it depends on the range, I guess. If you trigger it at a certain range, you can still be active.
It looks kind of cool, I guess. If nothing else.
Oh shit, I wanted to finish him there. Okay, might as well just go for survival here. Oh. Ooh. Oh, everybody get KO. Not everybody get Oh, dang. That might be a sudden death. Oh, the yo-yo. That was 2 very good KOs on their part band. We had enough, yeah.
Must have been close.
Yeah. This guy's doesn't like the fact that Kurt was spamming stone.
It makes him sad.
Yeah. It's a bad thing to spam.
Well, yeah, and I tried to grab him every single time he did it, because it's like, I can keep doing this. Like, you have enough delay out of coming out of that stone if you go right to the ground that you just...
Yeah. We'll move on, because it's like good team experience, but it's not. They're not great players.
Ideal, yeah.
But yeah, and the thing is keep in mind the tournament setting. It's gonna be stock, 3 stock, 8 minutes. So no sudden death. Don't have to worry about sudden death.
No real time constrained.
Yeah.
Obviously, to a certain extent, but 8 minutes is plenty.
8 minutes.
Lots of time. Unless you're playing like Temple or some other big level where you're bouncing around a lot, and that's the only reason why you're not dying.
Exactly.
It's because you're like literally getting up to like 200, 300% just from bouncing.
Yeah.
Then you can have really long matches, but typically...
Honestly, most of them don't last more than 4 or 5 minutes, so it's something we don't have to worry too much about time. And that's the one thing that, like, is still... You have, like, just keep in mind is the fact that when it's stock and we're doing that, you don't have to go in particularly hard, right? Like, right now we're having to kind of hunt for KOs and stuff like that and do damage and stuff, but sometimes it's better to just take it slow and take the little hits that you get because they're not getting any hits because you're, being slippery.
Yeah, kind of take that more conservative approach.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely.
And there is definitely something to be said about that.
In Smash, like, the thing is like, this... Like, not everybody will agree with me on this, but I feel like Smash Brothers is a very reactive game. The person who moves first is always at a disadvantage, practically. Unless you do something like that, it's amazing.
I know what you mean. In certain circumstances, it's debatable, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because what it is...
It's not like, say, Street Fighter in the same sense as, like, you can kind of...
Pressure people,
and then depending on your character, there's certain setups that you can do that will work based on your character. The playstyle on your character matters much more so than this. Obviously, your playstyle still affects your character a large amount, but not as...
Oh, wow. That was a sneaky ledge grab.
Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is you can play all the characters in a general way.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be the ideal like tip at the top with that character if you just play generally.
Yeah. You need certain specifics, but there's a general, like, overlay that works well in Smash Bros. Across all characters.
Well, yeah, like, everybody has a spike move. Everybody has a general smash move that works the best. Everybody has a throw direction that is typically better than their other throws. Usually it's the back throw for most people.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, like, I think some of them, their up throw is better. I can't remember what character, but... I'm over to even just certain throw directions that work better for combos and work into combos, It's all that type of stuff that...
Oh, shit! Oh, God, did that cost us? Oh, well, we saved it. Okay, they did win it. Okay.
I think they would have won it anyways.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting any kills at all.
Oh, okay.
No, it didn't cost.
Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't screw it up entirely.
Yeah, not entirely my fault. I tried throwing PK Fire down at an angle to stop Link's forward smash.
Oh yeah,
and it just missed him. It just missed him. Yeah, this guy's mentioned that Kirby did a really good stone at the end when he caught, I think it was me in the air.
Oh.
Yeah, the other match. To be fair, though, if you're doing stone that often, you're gonna probably get lucky sooner or later.
I was just gonna say, it's like, you might have just been luck. I don't know if it was intentional.
Yeah.
It's like a skill thing.
Yeah.
It's not like he was like, yes, this is my time! Stone!
What I've been practicing for all along.
This is my moment to shine.
Yeah. Poor Link, he rolled into it. To be fair, I don't know if it's, I guess... Okay, they both look pretty good, though. This is actually a good team. What is it? They know what they're doing. There's good intention.
I'm finding Lucario kind of annoying that he's doing dash attacks from neutral. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Remember this shield punish.
I know, but he's...
I know, he's of course
he's dashing around, but then he's doing dash attacks from seemingly in the same spot. I don't know if that's his dash attack or
I like how much damage I got out of your throw.
That's what I do best.
Come on, give it to me.
Why was it even facing the wrong direction?
Out of here. Okay. Oh wow, he actually nailed me for that. Ooh. Yeah. Links are gonna be like that. They're gonna shoot a lot of arrows, throw a lot of boomerangs, so it's something to get used to.
I'm more so annoyed by this Lucario.
Lucario, I know.
I can't do shit against him.
Yeah,
it's
he's
just
being super slippery. I know.
He's just too fast, and I'm guessing that side dash kick is his forward smash because any move that has such large forward momentum as a forward smash, I can't stand it because then you can just kind of do the dodge dance and then just keep smashing.
I think you got your vengeance though. Did you see what happened?
I did the fireball thing.
You fireball and you popped him off the side.
Yeah. That happens rarely, but it feels good when it does.
Yeah. Oh, nice
Nice.
one. Good one. I think this might be a sudden death.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh shit, the arrow. Oh man, that took me out. What was it?
It was the arrows.
The arrows, yeah.
Stupid arrows. You could just kind of plink, and I don't know. Once again, why do arrows have such high knockout potential?
It is a byproduct of 300%, but yeah.
Well, still. Yeah. PK Thunder makes sense why it's like that. It'd be like if your PK Fire instantly killed people. And even then, that wouldn't be too big a deal because it's such short range.
Yeah. Was it Robin? The way Robin's not PK Fire, but Arc Fire.
Fireball, yeah.
Yeah. It actually, how it works is...
Well, there's an explosion at the end, right?
Yeah.
And that makes sense at least why then it knocks back is it blew up.
This
thing doesn't blow up, it just burns.
Yeah. It's one of those things, I'm so jealous of that move, because I'm like, it's all the joy of PK Fire, but it has a nicer arc. It has a nicer arc to work with, and it has KO potential off of it.
I even reflected that arrow back to him, and it didn't even do anything because he has a stupid shield.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why they never changed that? I don't know. Sorry. Oh well, he has a shield. So what? I don't care. I don't get a shield that just blocks things automatically for me. Well, I know it's a subtlety and it's not that big of a deal, but it's just little things like that are like they feel unnecessary to me. And if you want to try to make I know Nintendo never wants to ever think of Smash Bros. As a tournament standard type of game, but you can't try to have some form of balance when there's things like
grabbed the
that.
bomb.
Were you trying to?
No. This Link. I feel like we need to switch who we're fighting, because I feel like I've been doing better against Lucario, and you've been doing better against Link.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. No? Oh, whoa, bomb got me, I guess. Ooh. Unfortunately, like, as good as this Lucario is, I don't think they've been getting too much charge off. Ooh, nice one.
Not dead.
Oh wow, I'm amazed that worked the way it did. Usually I have trouble making Lucario's trick shot do that. Lucario has too much percent.
Oh, it's scary.
Yeah, because all his attacks get stronger at high percents, right? Oof. Get you out of here. There we go. And I don't think we won this, but got had a few moments. Oh!
Last point at the very end.
Spin on him. Spin on him.
Blech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we did
got
win it.
that.
Look at that. That wasn't bad. Lucario is going to be a character that's going to be a little pretty tough overall.
Yeah.
He is definitely up there as far as the better characters go. One, because all his attacks get better as his percentage goes up.
Yeah, true.
Just the range on them gets
he gets that kind of explosion-ish effect at the end of them, and so it, like you say, it increases that range.
Yeah.
Of course, the damage, of course, is
like,
even more.
Yeah, because he has like that. I forget what it's called. I think it's Force Palm.
Yeah.
Which, like, at 0%, it's like a body width from him, and at like 200%, it's like 6 body widths from him. It's like insane. It's one of those things that it's like you have to really watch that he doesn't live long. I do think the game is pretty balanced. Scouts in the chat. The question was, so who's the most OP character right now?
I think it's all like I don't think. I know. I think I get what he's trying to say. I don't know if there's necessarily an OP character as much as certain characters work with certain playstyles way better than other playstyle or other characters.
Yeah.
Like, just the concept of certain characters are really good at edge guarding than some other characters.
Yeah.
Some characters are better at recovering than some other characters.
Oh yeah.
In that sense, there is feasible balance. It's just
it's kind of it's like what we typically call like a loose balance.
It's a pseudo balance.
Yeah, because the characters aren't necessarily like hard balanced in a way that like everybody breaks even and everything. There we go. This is a pretty good way to start this. This is Gandorf.
I'm trying to think of an equivalent thing because it's like the idea in my head is kind of like if you make everybody overpowered in some way, not necessarily game breakingly, but if everybody has kind of like a perk, then it all sort of balances out in a way. Obviously, those perks have to be.
Okay, these two do know what they're up against, so.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Oh shit! How did I miss that?
Barely play all of Martha.
Ooh.
Played them maybe had 1 or 2 matches against
Olimar I loved in Brawl. I hate him in this. He's so bad in this.
Yeah, they got rid of his up thing and.
Yeah. The chain.
Yeah, now he's just got like a little floaty thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think there's really an OP character that's like leagues above everyone else. I mean, I know like, typically some people say like what Rosaline is the quote-unquote top tier, the best, but it's like, well, that's all subjective in a sense. Yeah. Not entirely, obviously, but you know, you can make the worst character win against Rosalina if you know how to play your character and the other player doesn't know how to play their character, right? Like, it's kind of one of those things. Anybody can beat anybody, just depending on the player who's
the skill levels going into it and stuff. Yeah, for sure. As far as my feelings, like who is the closest to being too good? Rosalina's up there. Rosalina's definitely up there. I feel like Lucario is up there. Yeah. Lucario is extremely good, extremely hard to fight and deal with.
Wow, you just killed all his Pikmin there.
I know.
What a horrible ability.
My fat head.
Oh, I'm trying to recover. Poof, all your dudes are dead.
Sudden death.
I was...
Oh no! Oh, I can't go to the bottom of the stage. Oh!
You should have grabbed it.
That's what happens to you.
Well, I think, and it's just the general physics of grabbing the ledge.
I was thinking I could go through the bottom because the typical version
usually
you
can. Yeah.
Usually I go opt for that because of course then you can kind of go up through the bottom and potentially surprise somebody.
Yeah.
But whatever, sudden death.
That not
in my opinion, sudden death is.
Nah, I'm fine.
It's a byproduct of the fact we're fighting for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and like you say, a sudden death is basically almost it's like a tie.
Yeah, it's essentially a tie, so I don't put much stock in it, basically.
Sure.
Almost a pun. Yeah, and that's another part of it.
Oh,
Depends on the type of matchup you're playing. Because
1v1, 2v2, or just free-for-all.
Yeah.
Each character's going to benefit depending on different factors.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, even just who your teammate is could work
definitely.
really good. Like, we've played some combos where it's like, oh, wow, this combo is really good, and they are working it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that is the other character I was going to mention. Another one that I feel is potentially too good is Captain Falcon. And
I can see that.
I have moderate issues with him, partly because of the matchup, because it isn't a good matchup for Ness.
Right.
But,
he's just a very fast character in general, though.
Yeah.
He's
to
very
me,
good, not necessarily just because that's like your anti-hero or anti... Your whatever word I'm trying to think of. Anti.
Yeah.
Anti.
Good matchup for Captain Falcon.
Bad matchup.
Bad matchup for Ness.
However you want to look at it.
There we go. They're giving us the benefit of the doubt here using the big characters, I think.
I almost hit him back with his border that he threw it there. Random fireball.
Nice fireball. I like that. Ooh. They know their stuff. This is a good team. This is what they say as he falls to his death. The thing with DDD to keep in mind, and this is coming from experience playing DDD, is keeping him in the air is so good against him, and it's so frustrating as a DDD player, so...
There's not a lot you can do in the air.
Yeah, he has a hard time once he's popped up.
I'm just kind of spitting fireballs and
go for it.
Doing this. It's working.
It's actually working really well, because it's setting me up. Oh.
Turned on the lag.
There we go. Pando.
They're like, we're getting our asses kicked.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is...
I was able to dodge that pretty easily because I could see the frames.
Yeah. I was counting them. I knew I was in advantage.
Seriously.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think this one's in the bag.
Pretty sure. Whoosh.
Clearly, we hit the lag switch.
They were panicking.
Yeah.
They were like, oh no, hit the button. Boom.
I think Captain Falcon though is up there. He's a character that's not in the top 5, which I feel should be in the top 5. Just because he's so damn fast, and the way he's played, really it's hard to fight with a lot of characters.
Well, any of the Captain Falcons that are really good that we've played, it's like they're not easy, and it's just even with general, like you say, it's a bad character against Ness.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't help.
It's a hard character against anybody, really.
Yeah. All right, we'll give these guys one more, just because it's pretty. Yeah. Actually, I guess it's 10 o'clock, so
it's getting a little late now. We're good.
So
see what the Zack twins got left for us.
Yeah. Since they changed characters, so they might have another setup.
I wish some of these tips stayed longer because I seen that thing about Dr. Mario's Star. I was like, what about it? And it went away too quick. I didn't get to read it.
As far as good matchups, the character I have the least trouble with. That's a tough one. Oh, okay.
Dual Charizard.
Dual Charizard. Oh, okay. This will be interesting. Oh, I think I know why they did that.
They just kind of fought for them. They did turn on a lag switch. They planned for it.
Felt it. Oh. Oh, wow. That was a really good KO.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to kill.
Yeah,
he probably wasn't either.
Yeah. It's something I need to be doing more of, is throwing out so often, just because it really, checks people.
It's a weird one. It's tricky, and it doesn't kind of make, I know what you mean. It kind of makes people...
It makes them nervous, because they're like, oh shit, that thing can KO me at, 20%.
We both went in and grabbed both of them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab more.
Yeah, go for it.
Booth! It kind of looked cool. It's like, oh, that throw's explosive. I'd like to think that I contributed to that. Yeah. My own death, I mean.
Oh, shoot. PK fired just the wrong time. Oh, shoot.
That damages them too, right?
Yeah, it does, yeah. It doesn't after I think 120% they stop taking damage, but it's just funny. The thing with Flame Blitz is it works just like a ground dash attack, so you can basically just block and grab it.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Oops. Ooh, that wasn't good. Well, I think we have quite a lead anyways.
I really like that move.
Yeah, I think.
Well, it's because it blocks everything. Like I can use my spike attack, and it's like no.
Oh shoot! I want to get that on the last.
Die!
Nice. But yeah,
I'm not even mad.
Yeah, just shield it. You'll never come into that.
No,
this matchup will never happen again in 1,000 years. But because of course the risk, I think what they were trying to do was use 2 flame blitzes so it would break your shield.
Yeah,
I think that was
it. Almost did. Like I blocked both, and it was like it was really close.
But yeah, it works just like a ground dodge. You can usually just block and grab them.
Yeah.
And generally, any move that's like a burst forward
along the ground.
Yeah, along the ground kind of works like that. Like Little Mac's lunge punch works like that. You can do that.
Does Captain Falcon's
his kick does?
His uppercut though.
His uppercut. I don't
his
know.
Side
I think the problem with the uppercut is it pushes him back away from you when he does it.
Right. So you could still block it, but you don't get that.
You might not get the
grab.
punish. You might. We could always test it. I actually need to use the bathroom really bad.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll test some of it.
Yeah. So I will be right back. Or I suppose we could wrap it up. It is 10 o'clock.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap things up. So, was there anything else in the chat? Block punches versus flame blitz. Yeah. Basically what I was saying. You could grab them sometimes.
I had a few there, but they still, like you say, with Captain Falcon, you have a bit more bounce back, so you have to be real quick on the grab.
Yeah. Also, another option for punishing stuff like that is you just block it and then do your own dash attack. Because they're still recouping from hitting your shield.
Or if you have certain smash attacks that lunge you forward, or just do the forward smash attack.
Yeah, it's always an
option. Well, I mean, I used to use Link because he had such the forward smash was so good.
Yeah.
And because a lot of people, they never really... They didn't even know... A lot of people, a lot of people, I remember when we first started playing, they didn't realize that forward smash, it then led into the second slash. Yeah. And so you do that first one, delay a bit, and they run it, and you just hit whack.
Yeah. I remember that really well, too.
And until you realize, oh, Link can do that,
you
kind of get caught by it a lot.
Side note was, just because you might be interested, the last version of Guilty Gear before they put out Xrd, Accent Core Plus R, I think it's called, just came out on Steam.
Oh, I seen that.
If you want the definitive 2D Guilty Gear, that would be it.
I might put that on my.
Yeah, it's online.
I had. What was the other one? I think it was just Guilty Gear XX.
Yeah.
XX Reload.
Yeah, that was the classic one.
That was the first one that actually made Robo-Kai a character on his own thing and not just a clone of Kai. And he's like, oh look, he's a clone, and he's like a robot, get it? And it's like, no, I like this one where he's actually a robot.
He's a fucking throne.
He's got a throne, and he marches at little dudes, and they rocket you up, and you blow up.
His knee missile, I love the knee missile. No, Robo-Kai was amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite characters. And joke characters that are real characters.
Yes.
Are something I always love in fighting games. It's like I can kill you with the dumbest character ever, and it's that extra level of humiliation, right? It's like killing people with Dan Hibiki.
Yeah,
he's a real joke character.
Yeah, he's
more of an extended than Robo-Kai.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have real Hadouken.
He's just kind of. He throws it out, but it's just more like hand stink. It's less of a fireball.
It's sweaty palm sweat.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've seen in Street Fighter 4 his Ultra. He does a big one. It's like body size, but it only goes about a foot from him.
Oh.
But it knocks him back, and he rolls right on his ass.
Oh.
You may
That's funny.
If you whiff it, like if you miss it, you have or if they block it, you have way more recovery than they do hit stun. It's
super punishable.
Yeah, but it's really funny. But Dan's like, he's not great, but he's still viable in Street Fighter 4. But Robokai is actually good. He's actually really like
legit character.
I know I came into Guilty Gear way later than what because
I wasn't too much after me.
Was,
I mean, I got in it when it had the Guilty Gear X on the PS2.
Yeah, like I played it a little bit, but I hit like I played it a little bit, like when you and Josh and Corey and Arthur were playing it a lot.
Yeah,
I played it a little bit then, but I couldn't get into it because I was like, I can't learn this, and of course I'd be playing by myself most of the time, so it would be like. I just don't have the interest. It took online for me to get into fighting games because then it was like, I can fight a human player. I'm more into this.
And it's one of those things like nobody uses training mode. You don't go to training mode to like learn combos because it doesn't work right. In my own eyes, I don't feel it does.
I did eventually get to the point where I know where you're coming from. I did hit the point where I know like I can use I use training mode quite a bit, but it is one of those things that's like. One thing that they sometimes didn't do in older fighting games training mode was have like option for the computer to have like block after first hit.
Oh yeah, that's true. Difference, they did have a lot of very specific settings for the AI. And I do remember that.
See, like training mode just against a dummy, so effective. But training mode with like block after first hit is really good because then it's like, I'm starting to realize which moves connect together and. Like, I'm not like the type of person that can spend days on end in training mode,
learning all the ins and outs and the frame data and all that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not my thing.
Not my cup of tea either.
But I will throw it in training mode when a game first comes out, and every so often I'll like play a few sets. Like maybe I'll go over to Sean's and play a few sets, and they'll be like,
I'm not totally against training mode. I might have oversold it there because I mean I'm guilty of using it too for like I remember when Mortal Kombat 9 came out and I used it a lot for like learning the moves and learning what kind of combos into each other thing and like I can kind of use this move and that knocks them out and then I can follow it up with this and some basic stuff like that you can kind of figure out but it's still a replacement for fighting a real player.
And see that's the other layer of it. The thing that you don't get from training mode is the experience of like how fights actually pan out in like an actual fight.
Exactly.
Which is super important. That's a very vital aspect of learning a character, learning a fighting game. Mm-hmm. Training mode is something that like I can definitely put hours in on it, but it's taken time for me to get there. Or like way back when I first tried picking out 2D fighting games with Guilty Gear, in fact, I couldn't do it because training mode I didn't have the concept of how to use training mode.
Right.
Benefit from it, so. And Smash Bros. Is a good example of a game where training mode is basically useless. There's like no benefit of training mode.
I was just gonna say, it's like, this is probably the best example of a game that's not
good training mode, but...
It's not even really, obviously they have to have it in there just because, I guess. Where else would you put Sandbag?
Really.
They never had a home run derby, of course, so like, what the hell?
But it's one of those things that's why we're playing matches online, because player matchup experience is so important.
So much different than even when I was playing the computer there, the Duck Hunt dog. It's like I could stand there sometimes and the computer would just like kind of look at you and he's like moving back and forth. It's like humans don't do that.
That and you get it's not so bad in this. It's worse in this than it's ever been, but it's more noticeable in like Street Fighter where the computer will stand there and they just wait for you to do something, and then they immediately like Shoryuken it, and it's like,
because
they're just reacting to your.
And that's where I hate that type of AI because then it feels
it's artificial.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you're fighting a thing. It just feels like it's gonna take the hit now. And
well, it doesn't feel legitimate. It feels like it. The archetypal, the computer is cheating. It's reading my moves. This is bullshit.
Exactly. But no, as far as Smash Brothers goes, that was a good run. It was a good set. There's a lot of matches which were not so great as far as lag goes.
We had a lot of laggy ones tonight. But like, maybe Splatoon is affecting that in some... not necessarily it's on the same servers, but if it's a background thing type, like the entire servers in general are being flooded.
True. It could be something like
I'm
that.
sure there's a paint pun
like,
there I could make, but...
Oh, yeah. I get it. What other games do you have in mind for co-op sometime? Not 100% sure yet.
We'd have to... I could think up some ones, we just have to figure what console.
Yeah, what console.
That's almost the kicker, really.
I can record any console, so...
No, yeah. That's the thing I love with Yelp.
Yeah, God, it was really good.
Able to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Even older consoles, though. Like,
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, it's not just limited to ones that are like, oh, you need to have an HDMI cable.
And that's why I bought this one specifically, because they even had a newer one out that does, like, 1080p, 60 frames per second on any HDMI console.
Yeah.
But I was like, but I want to record Super Nintendo.
So you lose the S-video output thing?
Yeah, you lose it on the new one, but on the one I bought, of course.
Yeah, the older model.
The older model, you get the S-video cable, so you get the all systems, essentially.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Because
I like that
there's
too.
lots of games on the Super Nintendo that...
Yeah. And the thing is you still get 60 frames per second on, like, the newer consoles.
Right.
You just have to put it down to 720p, which is the standard for PS3 and 360.
Yeah.
And for the Wii U, for the most part, I think technically the standard is 720p, but...
I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah. I know it can do 1080p, but I don't know if it gets the full benefits of 1080p.
Right.
Because, like, for example, like the PS3, like, it could do 1080p, but most games didn't run 60 frames 1080p, so...
No, exactly.
Yeah, even the 360 was like that, I guess. But...
Well, I think it was certain games, and especially later in the life cycle, it was more of a common thing to have 1080p 60 frames a second. It was the mainstay, but...
Yeah.
You look at, like, Dead Rising or something, and even just these games that, like, the text system on it, where it was like, oh, we expect you to have an HD TV, and you're like, I can't fucking read anything on my crappy CRT TV.
Yeah, I remember them being such a...
Dead Rising was so bad for it. The text was ungodly small.
Yeah. And it was, like, a worst-case scenario, too, because it was literally, like, the first game on the system.
Yeah,
so, like,
it was one of the first launch titles.
This was like a time when people were coming off of having a CRT TV because nobody had them before.
You didn't need a
nobody had.
Well, anybody that did was super rich because they were expensive.
Yeah, because you'd buy one and it would be like $1,000, probably $600 way back then.
Couple thousand.
Yeah, for sure.
1 or 2.
It wasn't until like they came down to like a couple.
It became more of a
that it became viable to get one. Because I remember
when we got our first one, it was like, oh my god, I can read the text.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
And that would be a treat in Dead Rising too, because it's actually a legitimately interesting and funny game.
Thankfully, the voice acting saved that, so I was like, I don't have to read these things, but item descriptions and stuff, forget it. Yeah. Oh, what does this book do? I don't know.
What am I supposed to do with this? You're just like slamming it on the table. It's like, what do books do?
I think it helps me attack zombies. Attack with the book. It's like,
it's not working. You just close the book on the zombie's face. It's like, I guess
it sounds like something Frank West would do.
Yeah. It seems like that would be like a special attack thing. You hold the button down and you clap the book on the face. But anyway, so I think we had a good run tonight. Got lots of practice in, lots of matches in. There was a lot of laggy matches, but I think I think the matches where we were doing pretty good. We got a lot of experience against different characters, like Shulk. We saw Wii Fit Trainer.
Shulk, I think, between Shulk and what's the other one?
Shulk's a kind of trouble.
Little Mac a little bit, but it's all depend on the Little Mac, right? How they're playing.
Yeah. Another thing to keep in mind with Little Mac too is the tournament. Of course, we're going to be playing in. It's not just going to be flat stages, so there's going to be some stages which are going to be really good counter picks against Little Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Just because he has such terrible recovery.
Yeah.
And the thing is the flat stages do kind of benefit him too, because he travels across the ground so quickly that those straightaways, he's good at them.
You notice it more on the flat stages.
Yeah. And, like, a good example, I'll actually just do this really quickly here as a last moment thing. One of the things that came up at the last tournament, which is kind of a big factor, and this was in particular against Captain Falcon. And this is like just to like give you an idea of how good a stage counter pick can be. Is Norfair?
Oh.
And not a stage I like. I hate this stage, but it's something that when you look at it, Captain Falcon doesn't get the benefit of running.
His running, yeah. Even and his jumps are, you can tell it just slows his momentum right down. And
yeah, exactly. So it's something that, like, this is a good thing. It goes to show you how good counter picks can be, right? For a stage, because it's like...
Even just there with your PK Fire reaching the platforms, it's like, well, there's no real spot where you can dueling with them that your PK Fire won't reach in.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, I really don't like this stage.
I don't like that they changed it from what it used to be.
Ooh.
When you had the breakable platform in the middle and it split the stage.
Brinstar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was still just called Norfair.
Oh,
I think you're right, though. It was Brinstar.
It was Brinstar.
Brinstar Depths.
But I know what you mean.
Because that was the Metroid Prime one.
Yeah. Ooh, there we go.
That was why it was different. Oh, yeah, they still got all the same stuff.
Yeah.
The whole tunnel thing. And...
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no!
Well, he took
it out with you. He was like, let me into the lava, too. It's refreshing.
Yeah. But it's a good example of, like, how stage dynamics affect a character, because this is a matchup I have a hard time with, right? I know I am fighting a computer, but...
Sure, but even I can tell just the way he has to move based on the level, how it works for you a lot easier than on a flat plane.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something that, it's definitely something that it won't be as static as what we're practicing.
No,
we have to kind of do the same stages over and over.
Well, I'll leave counter-picking stages up to you, because you will most certainly know that more than I would.
I'll be a little bit more familiar, but, it's something that if you notice something and feel like you might have a good idea, definitely, like, give me a heads up.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, for sure. Because the thing is, like, in the very first tournament that I was at, we were up against Shulk and Yoshi in the finals.
Right.
And, we got to our counterpoint. That was a really good save.
That was a good save.
We got to Shulk and Yoshi in the finals.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, what counterpick can we come up with against Shulk and Yoshi, right? And I was just... Like, jokingly, I said at the time, I was like, oh, Sonic Stage, Green Hills, or whatever.
Right.
And it turned out it was actually a decent counterpick, because what would happen was Yoshi was throwing his eggs a lot, right? And the way...
they're going to hit the windmill.
It's actually this little curvature here.
Okay.
If he's down here, his eggs just crash into the ground there.
They crash in the ground.
And if he's up here, he overthrows.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be something that worked really well. I was like, oh my god.
And it's one of those things, like, if he uses the egg roll along the bottom, well, you have platforms above you can kind of jump on.
Yeah, so there's a lot of layers to it to think about, so...
Yeah, I would never have really given that a lot of thought.
Yeah.
So that is an interesting kind of dynamic to think of.
And it just turned out to be something that, just by luck, because it's Windy Hill Zone, but turned out to be by luck that it worked out that
Sonic
way.
Lost World, the game I don't think
I
gave a shit about.
I didn't play it.
I
don't remember if it was good or bad. I know Sonic Colors was well received, but Lost World I don't think was. But another one that was pretty good against Captain Falcon I found was Congo Jungle.
Oh yeah,
it's so tight.
The type of platform, the moving platforms, and I mean he's got that bottom space there, but if you stay on the platform,
exactly. So
you kind of force him to chase you.
So it's something that there's going to be some counterpicks that will change the dynamic of matches quite a little bit. It won't be as... Because, I mean, like, for example, NES doesn't benefit that much from a flat platform, so, some of these stages I'm going to be more useful, hopefully.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But...
We'll get a feel for it. We'll figure it all out.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, Scaz likes Norfair. He's the one that came up with the counterpick of Captain Falcon on Norfair.
It works, though. I mean, you really totally can tell that it just, like you say, with how Captain Falcon's strategy is, move fast.
Yeah.
Now I can't move fast. Oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is like, it's not even that it makes Captain Falcon that bad, it just evens the odds with the rest of the characters that are a little bit slower than him, a little bit, less
it takes that speed advantage away from him.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's
doesn't really prevent his moves in it. Well, actually, you could argue that his downward kick on the ground is not as good because
it'll leave him over a ledge.
Or he's going to not be on the platform anymore. His side B, same idea.
Yeah, definitely.
So... Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So, it's definitely something. But, anyway, so we had a good run tonight, good practice.
I think so.
Yeah, so, we'll have to line up a time. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or Friday or whatever, but tournament Saturdays, so
probably Friday. I'm
yeah,
busy tomorrow,
Friday.
but
okay.
get some more final little rust shaking off on Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
The tourney on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. But it should be fun.
I'll enjoy it either way. I mean, I'm not like.
Yeah.
I know sometimes I don't ever think that I'm getting pissed off or anything. It's just I get passionate about things. We'll say that.
Yeah. It's something. It's understandable because especially like if you don't put a lot of like online matches in, like it takes a long time sometimes to get like to the point where it's just like you can just wave it off because like the thing is like. You know?
Well, especially like the lag and that type of stuff. It's like you say, some of these players like they've gotten so used to that latency that they've formulated strategies based on that.
They've grown. They were raised in the latency.
I was born on
I was
lag.
born slow.
I was born late.
Yeah.
Being born early is usually the worst thing. Being born late, I don't think you get any powers or anything out of it.
No. But it's something that it takes a long time because I know it's something that sometimes you get in a match and it's just like, oh fuck that.
It just
run back, please. I need to do that again because I think that was bullshit.
Yeah.
And that does happen. I still get that sometimes, but you reach a point where you just kind of become kind of cold to it. You're just like, I'm just putting in matches because I just need practice. So it's like, eh.
Well, and even like I said earlier, it's like it all depends on the strategy that they're employing.
Yeah.
If they're beating me somewhat legitimately, and they're not just using counter spamming. Yeah. If they're just counter spamming, then it's like I'm losing to this. Yeah. It's almost more so like I'm angry at myself that I'm falling prey to it.
Yeah. I know what you mean. See that's the worst feeling, and that is like the fast track to like getting hot-headed about it. Is when you are upset because you're. Like why am I losing to this? Because I know better than doing.
I know what they're doing. Why can't I do anything?
Yeah.
And then the more you get pissed off or stressed, then you get your play starts to degrade. You get worse. You make mistakes easier.
Exactly, and that's why it's really important sometimes also just to be able to just cool it out, just
take it as
it comes, and just be like, that match wasn't so good. The next one will just approach it differently.
Well, that's what I gotta look at.
Yeah. So, just even if the first one isn't so great, just gonna have to hang in there and be like,
I will go in with expectations of losing the first match, and if I progress beyond that, I'm not gonna try to lose, but if I'm gonna just be like, if I lose the first match, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then anything beyond that is
success.
Winning. Yeah. I won.
And honestly, that's kind of how I approached it when I first went to the tournaments, because I went to... The first tournament I did was Persona 4 and Blaze Blue.
Oh, okay.
And Persona 4, I went in, this was before I had that mind. It was the same tournament, but Persona 4 was in the morning, Blaze Blue was in the afternoon, so... I get there in the morning, and I look around and I watch everybody else play, and everybody is so good. I'm like, oh my god.
You kind of just intimidated.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Literally one of the characters I'd been practicing for that tournament, and the month before was Chie. And
oh yeah. I know the name.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Persona.
Yeah.
I know it's a huge following. A lot of people got their waifus and shit. And I'm like, I don't know. I just know a lot of people are crazy about it, and it's a decent RPG series from what I know of.
Yeah, I have to admit, I do recommend 3 and 4. They are really good games.
That's what people say. Yeah. 3 is a lot of people's main favorites. By all.
Yeah. I know a lot of people love the first 2 games, but to me, the first 2 games are you need the mindset that you're going to be playing in a very, very tough older RPG.
Yeah.
And so not everybody's,
I felt that way. Not to we keep dragging these long. Let's wrap things up. 20 minutes later.
No, but it's fun just to chat too.
But that on the game, what's it called? Shin Megami Tensei series.
Yeah.
I found that way about that too. I rented one of the games for PS2, I think.
Yeah.
You're in this post-apocalyptic world,
and
it's you're summoning demons. It's kind of
Nocturne.
Possibly, yeah. I found that game so difficult.
Oh, yeah.
So hard.
Yeah.
even just general battles, the first couple fights in the first area,
Right,
you're in this like hospital, and you're like, oh, this isn't easy. This is not like trying to like, all right, we're gonna slowly work you in. You're gonna figure out how things work. It's just like, no, you should already know, and you're like, I don't though.
And see, like,
but I don't know if they just expected that you knew, like, if there's previous mechanics from other games that they kind of carried over.
Sort of. There is a lot of games prior to it, but there wasn't a lot of games prior to it that were released here. Was the thing,
right?
But the thing is like, like when we go into like Dark Souls, and it's like, Dark Souls. It's nice because it's a gritty game that you can sink your teeth into because it's tough.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't hold bars. It doesn't hold your hand. That's kind of what Shin Megami Tensei is too, but it's for like RPGs, so there's like that additional layer of it's like, oh, I need to know that I need to grind here.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like if you were to compare, I know this is a weird comparison, but like Dark Souls to Zelda.
Yeah.
Or maybe on a looser basis of Metroidvania.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in the sense of like you have to do X
very
before you can get to Y.
Yeah.
And in order to get Y, you have to be strong enough to kill the boss to get the key to, you know, whatever, get progression. Just like in Metroid, well, you need to double jump to reach that platform.
Exactly. But unfortunately in Shin Megami Tensei, it's oftentimes, it's like, I need to be level 10 to handle this enemy.
And I'm level 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm at the beginning of the game. How do I grind? Where do I grind?
I shouldn't say it's not level locked too badly. Bosses are kind of like that sometimes, but oftentimes what it is you, like, it has, like, what they emphasize in those games is elemental weakness. So it's like, oh, okay, I need to use fire on these enemies because fire takes them out in like one hit.
True, yeah.
Persona 3 and 4 work like on that like note, but like super like streamlined.
Right.
Because if an enemy's like weak to something, it will usually always one hit KO the enemy, and then you get one more, which lets you do another action with that character. And so once you start getting like a head for like, it's like, okay, I know that enemy's weak to thunder, I know that's weak to fire, so you go thunder, fire, and you take out those two enemies, and you get
kind of a chain.
You get a chain.
Now, do you get that bonus move because you used like a super effective move?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking if it was like a thing where you one hit kill something, then you get like a bonus attack.
I think if it's like a physical attack and you do get like a one hit kill, I think you do get a one more.
Okay.
So, but
just different mechanics, but the general idea is.
But the idea is that usually, like something that's super effective, you're doing like a multitude, you know, way more damage to it.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of killing it in one hit is much higher than hitting it with, you know, your weapon.
Yeah.
That said, they usually have elements, and then weapons have 3 elements. It's like piercing, slicing, or something.
Okay.
And so there's even arrows are piercing. What is it? Piercing.
Blunt weapons.
Piercing, cutting, and blunt. I think. Yeah.
That's the typical 3.
And even enemies can simply be weak to one of those, and you'll get one more. So,
okay, yeah.
But no, 3 and 4 are pretty good. But no, going way back to the topic of it, I got there, I had been practicing Chie for a month, and I saw Simon, really good guy from Halifax BlazBlue, who runs it. I saw his Chie, and he was like literally doing like kill combos, like from 0 to death. Which I was just like my head in my hands. I was like, oh, I'm not prepared.
Do I even want to bother?
Because the thing is like, if he's like the main guy running it, and he can do that, I'm just coming in from like nothing with Chie, and being like, these people are gonna know Chie because you've got right? Yeah. So it's like, so I switched to Elizabeth, and Elizabeth was the prior character I'd been playing a lot. So it's like, that's still okay. I ended up going 0-2, so I lost every match, but whatever. But it was one of those things. Like after that happened, I was like, you know what? Because I was going in and I was wanting to win. I was like,
that's the ideal attitude before you really kind of.
But then we did BlazBlue in the afternoon, and at that point I was like, well, you know, whatever I can get out of this is what I get out of it. Yeah. You know, if I can even just squeeze one win, that's one win. You know, I wasn't going in with the notion of like,
I'm gonna perfect it all. I'm gonna get 3.
I'm gonna clean up.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I won 4 matches in a row in BlazBlue.
And even just that attitude can take the stress off and make you play better because you're not. You're not getting, like I said before, you're not getting that anger, and so it doesn't affect your gameplay when you're getting emotional or heated in that moment, and like, oh, I'm gonna lose, I don't know, and that your gameplay gets affected by that.
Also, that's something else. Like at the tournaments, you get what they call like the tournament shakes because you're like on edge because you're like, oh shit, that mattered, that was good, that was a good round, or oh, I lost that one, what am I gonna do? And you get the tournament shakes, and I still get them.
Well, it's one of those things. I think it's comedians say the same thing sometimes. For just some people, they get on stage and it's just the same type of anxiety type of adrenaline that they get, exactly. And then it's like, oh, you're so excited to do it and be there. You're not scared. It's like, oh, I really want to do good.
Exactly.
It's just adrenaline type of thing.
But it's one of those things I found that like going in with like just the mindset that's like, I'm gonna see how good I can do today. I'm not gonna have the mindset that's like I gotta win this. I gotta do the best I can.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go in, play. Do what I can and see if I can pull a few wins, and
I'll just be excited
that helped a lot
to do a tournament at all. Like it'll be a neat thing in general to do. I mean, obviously, I want to win. I'm not going to be like this pious type of person, be like, winning doesn't matter to me at all. And it's like, no, I want to win. I'm not going to bullshit. But
you still,
it's not important for me to win.
It's one of those things you just have to kind of accept the fact that there's likelihood that you might go to 0-2.
Yeah,
and that might happen.
Could happen. I'd like if it doesn't. But,
exactly. But it's one of those things that I find don't getting too like mentally invested in pulling wins, because it's like, you'll do as good as you do. What is it? We've put in a little bit of practice. We didn't gun it the whole month. You know what I mean? Because I know some people would literally sit down and probably practice 4 days a week, and it would be like, we didn't do that. I feel like the thing is we have a lot of a starting base.
We played a lot of the previous games, so I have a good platform.
Exactly. So it's one of those things that I don't. And even like the prior tournaments for Smash Brothers, I didn't practice for any of them. I think I did like one night with Skaz before the tournament, and that was it.
Yeah.
And
shake the rust off.
Yeah, just to shake the rust off, and that's all we did. So,
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. So, anyways, I guess we'll wrap things up. So, it was a good stream. I'm glad lots of people in the chat.
Lots of chatting going on. I always enjoy that.
Yeah, and thanks for hanging out, getting practice in, and streaming with me. And
be back another time.
Yeah, we'll be back potentially Friday.
Friday probably for me, yeah.
Alright, so anyways.